Isaac Newton, the scientist, the greatest scientists in the world history, changed our concept of the universe. You may know him as the guy who found gravity. You know, the one thing that makes everything stay down. But there is much more to his story. However, this is not the only reason behind Newton's genius. He was capable of question and break limits. But do you ever think about the world he was born into? His success was not standalone. It was molded by the society and economy in which he functioned. Join us today and journey with me into the backstory of this genius. Newton and the law of gravity. Would you have ever thought that Newton popped something like this out to come up with the law of gravity? The tale of an apple falling off a tree gave birth to the greatest discovery in history. Then Newton discovered that every object in the universe attracts every other. That is a power responsible for galaxy motions, planets' movements, moons' orbits, and even objects around us. It turns out that the notion was anything but apple-logical. This idea did not only change the way we see apples, it changed how humanity looks at the cosmos. His work didn't stop there. Newton's 3 laws of motion tell us how objects move, a car on the road or a rocket in space. These rules still underpin theoretical physics in the contemporary era. Then, as Newton pondered the secrets of nature, his world was a mess. Slavery, of course, was rather ubiquitous. It paid the bills. In 17th century, slavery played quite a role in shaping many societies that we now tend to overlook. Institutions built on wealth created by the labor of slaves funded also bodies crucial to science. While Newton's work was certainly amazing, he was also a product of such system. This begs the question, are we able to divorce the brilliance of his ideas from the harsh realities of his era? Gravity and motion were not Newton's only interests. He was just fascinated with light and color. He found out that white light isn't simple at all. It is a combo of all the colors we see in a rainbow using prism. Consider the individual who initially noticed that. This simple yet elegant experiment revealed interesting new facts about optics and spurred many more to unravel the mysteries of light. Even the most mundane of things would be Newton with critical nosiness related to trivial fears, whose reasoning got from obvious origins into an innovative examination. It is important to also recognize the darker side of Newton's universe. His time was an age of exploitation, and much science developed that were the result of its evil's economy. Whilst Newton did not directly practice these, those who funded his work would have most certainly profited from the slave trade. This does not hide the brilliance of his work. It just makes us recognize that history is a complicated combination. The reason every accomplishment carries with it a background, and knowing that background enables us to understand the entire story. Newton's contributions changed the world. We still feel the impact of his laws of gravity and motion that govern space exploration, and how we grasp our everyday life. His development in calculus has been the Wikipedia of science and engineering. Just consider it. Everything from our most modern-day TV to smartphones to cars and airplanes. They all draw something from Newton, but this tale is not merely about science. Rather, it is a portrayal of human advancement, evidenced by the connections between individuals, ideas, societies, or systems we establish. Isaac Newton. When we think about him, he frequently emerges as an archetypal genius, but he was also a man who was a product of his time. While his skills and diligence laid the foundation of modern science, his victory was partly influenced by his society as well, by connecting both the brilliance and the deficiencies of his time. Grasping the entirety of Newton's saga, we can attain a precise image of what reality brought about this extraordinary hero. When discussing Newton, it's not only the achievements of a man that counts. Rather, it is the 500 years of interconnected ideas, societies, and challenges that shape human ingenuity. If you enjoyed this story, make sure to subscribe to Whimsy Stories. Give it a like, and share it with your friends.